Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years, and today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team, the Fresno State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And there's a penalty marker down on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Important second down play coming up. Caught quickly. Fights through a tackle. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Payne. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here's the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. They're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Send the back in motion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Throwing for his running back. He pulls in the catch. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the Ducks have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
The opening drive that will not end, but now it's 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes the handoff. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
And now a carry here for the fullback. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Quick throw caught on the left side. Runs through the defender. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Fights through the tackler. They get it, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to extend the play. And the senior calls his own number. Keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. The back's got it again. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Has no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short completion of the tight end. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And he drops back in the gun, looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point puts him in front by 1. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? Looking to scramble now. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. They connect on the PAT and lead 14-6 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's escaping the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. 3rd down play for this offense.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Caught near the sticks. It's Payne. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the receivers got it. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. And sack sets up an important 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here on 1st and 10. And the offense will use a timeout. Have a quick meeting on the sideline. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Not a real good throw here. They put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this conference, just another typical Pac-12 championship game. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Ducks will kick it off to begin the second half. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Looking to throw now on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Looking to throw it again. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right.
Hold it.
Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The punt team making their way on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Look at him run through those tacklers. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. First and 10 play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Great move there. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Neutral zone. Defense.
So the defender's jump causes the offense to move. It will cost the defense 5 yards. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. Man is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Penalty makes it first and long. Give it to the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. The Ducks come up to the line in a hurry-up.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And they'll run it with the draw play. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And they blocked it. Not a very good kick in that heavy pressure. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Well, you can see him fly off that right end towards the punter. He laid out and got a clean block.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play in that completion. And the Ducks trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll take the lead in the second half. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
Coach deciding to keep the offense out there, go for a 2-point conversion, and extend the lead to 3. They'll try to run this one in. They give it to him again, but this time he's stopped short. They come up empty on the 2-point try.
Fresno State, 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. He hands it off from the gun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Okay, ready?
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together with this drive? But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And there's the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackle at the 26.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to pass this time. Receiver makes the catch. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
We talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage.
Breaks clear, end zone ahead. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, finally, some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job for containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example of why you don't give up on the running game. Even when you're not necessarily coming up with big carries, you're just kind of body blowing this defense, and eventually, bang, you're able to hit a big one here when it really matters.
Touchdown, Fresno State. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chain.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Pressure is coming. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. They get after him with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's that defense shifting again. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down. Punt team ready to boot it away. And you're wondering, could they maybe take a safety here? On the return, it's Karapateas. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to take off. Gets some space around the 30. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And they'll bring him down after a short gain. Moves the football inside the 5. It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. 1st down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.